Hello, Rufus Project for Patreons.
Hello. Finally, I used the right hand. Literally the right hand to wave instead of doing this, looking like an idiot. Not hard.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, look, we're presenting live on the internet, so I fully expect to look like an idiot at some point.
Well, at least you don't. At least your hair's good. Sorry, my hair is a mess. I can't do a damn thing with it today.
My hair's a bit long, actually.
It is, actually. You got a bit of fuzzy. Fuzzy your face.
Doesn't really come down.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Lovely.
Yep.
Okay, yes, here we are on a Sunday night for your viewing and listening pleasure.
That's right. We're here to
Things we do for you guys.
Yeah, we're here to do a
Love
new
you.
What the History, and I believe it's been less than a month since our last one.
Shot, Gus. Does this mean we're getting back into a, dare I say, routine?
Well, trying to. Because we need to decide if we're doing a Christmas episode.
I was going to say, do you think we should do one from Tassie?
Oh, we can.
That would be awesome. What the history from Tasmania?
Maybe we can do it like a casual Facebook live stream for everybody.
Yeah.
Not just your lovely Patreons.
Yeah. Okay.
Patreons.
Yep. Patreon.
Patreon. Oh.
Yeah. I think my next What the History is actually going to be about a Tasmanian. I have got an idea up my little sleeve. It's the wrong one, idiot.
Good old mirror imaging.
I hate this mirror imaging thing. It's really annoying. It's so bad. Okay, yes, we have recovered from the What the Halloween episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know, and also, hey, get this. The Tower of London is currently building a new exhibit. It's a very true-to-life apparent exhibit. Oh, God. About the gunpowder plot. I found out today.
Lovely.
And it's going to be have actors there. We're going to have recreations of the lead up to the gunpowder plot and what happened afterwards. We all know what happened afterwards. I don't think they'll be recreating the executions. May they rest in peace. Or the torture, thankfully.
Well, they're probably just allude to it.
Yeah, it's display it. We're hoping to go back. Well, I'm going back in 2023, and I'm taking this man with me. It'll be the Hollands hitting the UK, going back to where it all began, because Trev and I are both of Celtic descent.
I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah, we're pale as hell. And so I've got a lot of exploring to do because I've been working very hard on my family history and also Trev's family history as well. I've yet to start Nick's. Apparently too far in mind for her to start on hers, apparently, what she told me today, and that's just not true. So, yeah, I've been working on both our family trees and I found out a lot of interesting things today. I finally, got over some roadblocks, which were really good because I found the information elsewhere. But, yes, back to the UK. Yes, can't wait. And so I'll be looking at that as well, and I really want to explore the Tower of London a bit better than I did last time because I was on a tour and it was very rushed. It's a place that actually features a fair bit in my family. And I'm not saying anything else.
Fair enough. Well, shall we...
I'm not saying anything else because I'll just talk, and that's when everyone just go, oh, shut up.
Shall
I get it here.
Shall we?
Yes.
The podcast proper?
Yes, we should start the podcast proper with stories and tales and...
A waffle.
A waffle.
We need a fresh waffle.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably say something like I've been stuck inside the 16th century all day today.
Good, or we could talk about something else.
Yeah.
Normally we just make it up as we go along. I don't know if you could tell.
Nah, we totally wing it.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't wing is what we actually talk about in the podcast itself, and we back it up with references because that's what good scholars do.
About the references.
That's just saying that we don't wing it.
We need to keep telling them about the references. We tell them about the references.
Just saying we don't wing it.
No.
Unlike some people on Ancestry.com.
So we may occasionally extrapolate.
Thanks.
on her pre-prepared stories.
That is a big word for this time of night, Trev. I hope you're impressed with yourself. I'm impressed with you.
It hurt.
I know. I hurt your little fuzzy wuzzy head.
Yep.
Okay, without further ado, let's get on with it.
Cool. We made it back to do a new episode.
Oh my God.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too, because this means we're actually getting back into some sort of routine, which is where we wanted to be at the start of this year. This bloody mirror imaging.
Remember, this is the podcast bit.
Oh.
So we don't need to.
So nobody. Oh, far out. Never
I mean,
mind.
the Patreons can still see us. And
Lucky,
now I have to edit.
lucky them.
Now I have to edit this entire bit out.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
You told me that it's Susie's fuck ups. You said that my fuck ups give you places to edit.
As long as you pause and give me a spot.
Oh, look. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pause. Trev, I'm going to fuck up. Pause. Hey, are you happy?
I completely lost control of our waffle. Oh, a waffle? Okay, let's try that again.
God.
We made it back to record another episode.
Hi. Hello. Yes, routine time. I will keep saying that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
considering the week we just had, that we get back into a routine is
Oh,
quite amazing.
my God. What a week.
Being busy.
Our eldest graduated. He had his formal. It's been a week.
It's been a week, and we're managing to record at the end of it, which is exactly what we hope to do more regularly going forward.
Yeah. We're going to start doing things more regular come January. But yeah. So
how about we play the theme and do
let's
a
play the
podcast?
theme. Let's do it. Woo!
Yay! History. It's mystery.
That's not the theme song.
Big history.
Oh, that's not even a word.
It is now.
It is not. Stop it.
Cool. Hello and welcome to What the History, your podcast with bits of bizarre history to make you say, what the history? I am Trevor Holland.
And I'm Suzie Holland.
Woo, and
Hey.
what awesome bit of bizarre history do you have for us?
Okay. Now here we go. I'll set the scene. I'm not really. I'm not going to set the scene. I'm just going to go straight into it. Now, before COVID-19 came to mess things up for most things, I'll start that again. Deep breath. There's your pause, Trev, that you're so wanting. Okay. Before COVID-19 came to mess up most things we hold dear, there is the Nottingham Goose Fair, which sadly was cancelled this year for obvious reasons. It usually takes place the first weekend of every October and has done so for over 700 years. The fair even has its own mascot, 2 metre tall Goosey.
Ooh, should have a gander at that.
Oh, funny. Don't mess up with Goosey, come on. Who sits proudly every year on a nearby roundabout to celebrate the event. Once upon a time, the fair attracted goose farmers who walked with their flock of geese from Norfolk, Lincoln and Cambridge, and that's up to 105 miles away, for them to be sold at the fair in time for the end of the harvest celebration of Michaelmas. Now, the fair is a travelling show with Now the fair is a travelling show with attractions, rides and entertainment. The annual Nottingham... Oh, poor Nottingham. The annual... Deep breath. Stop it. The annual Nottingham Goose Fair, held on the 2nd of October 1766, went down in history, not for the geese, but for its cheese. Nottingham in 1766 was in the beginning stages of the Industrial Revolution, which provided extra trade, bringing a population expansion growing from 10,000 in 1739 to 15,000 by 1769, with 1763 to 1768 having a boom in the building trade, this being back-to-back slum dwellings to make way for the growing population. Living and working conditions for the working class was horrible, giving pace to a growing dissatisfaction and revolutionary beliefs among the inhabitants. All that needed was a cause, and in 1766, that cause came calling. October 2nd was a fine day to have the Goose Fair in the Old Market Square, and not only were the geese for sale, but livestock such as horses and produce from farmers, including Nottingham's favourite... oh, far out. October 2nd was a fine day to have the Goose Fair in the Old Market Square, and not only were the geese for sale, but livestock such as horses and produce from farmers, including Nottingham's famous cheese. Food costs had risen higher due to the influx of people to the town and a poor European harvest, with cheese now being double the price, between 24 to 36 shillings per hundredweight, approximately 50.8 kilo, to buy at the fair. To put this in perspective, in 1766, 24 shillings was the wages of a skilled tradesman for 10 days. 36 shillings was the wages for 17 days, and the cheese was out of most people's reach. The day progressed without too much fuss, with rightful grumblings from the attendees about the price of cheese. The evening brought the news that several traders from the nearby county of Lincolnshire had bought several hundred pounds of cheese, up to 6,000 by a report to take back to their county for resale. A group of men threatened the traders to serve Nottingham first, and when this was not forthcoming, the riot began. Wheels of cheese were being gathered by women and boys and rolled down the streets, with some cheese being picked up and carried away. The mayor attempted to restore order, however, was knocked down by a flying cheese, and roadblocks were set up in order to stop the traders from taking the cheese away. Cheeses were hurled at stall holders, with the crowds overturning the now cheeseless stalls in their fury. A cargo boat of cheese was seized and looted at the River Trent, despite its owner offering to sell the wares at a low cost or pay the crowd. A number of people left the fair to search the warehouses for cheese along the river, finding it and making their escape, being chased away with firearms. The cheese was taken to Castle Donington, with the local magistrates refusing to sign search warrants for the village houses suspected of harbouring the cheese stealers. The warehouse owner formed a posse searching houses themselves and taking the suspected cheese stealers into custody. The now arrested people were brought before the justices in a Peck Lane coffee house, making the crowd angrier, and were determined to set the prisoners free. When this didn't happen, the crowd smashed the windows, ripped up the footpath, and When this didn't happen, the crowd smashed the windows, ripped up the footpath, and threatened further destruction if the prisoners weren't set free. Fearing further dissension, the justices set them free, which satisfied the rowdy crowd. A messenger was dispatched to Derby to request military support in case it went pear-shaped again, with the units arriving the next morning. The next day was comparatively more peaceful than the night before, until a second riot broke out, which from all reports was more dangerous than the first one, with the newly arrived military fighting with the crowd. There was one fatality, a farmer by the name of William Eggleston, who was shot in the leg while kneeling over a heap of cheese, guarding it, with the wound becoming infected and passing away a week later. The crowd eventually left the area. The Great Cheese Riot, as it became known, finished when the military marched from Nottingham to nearby Derby to quell a crowd who wanted to destroy a warehouse and another crowd who attempted to burn a windmill near Trent Bridge. The arrival of the military was enough for the riot to end, and by this time dissent had also spread to Devon, Cornwall, Gloucester, Bristol, Norwich, and Birmingham. The Nottingham Goose Fair hasn't lost its name, and as well as being the name of the goose, the fair is also affectionately called Goosey. It has also moved from the Old Market Square to where the now city. It has also moved from the Old Market Square, which was the now city centre, to the Forest Recreation Ground. Goosey, welcome to What the History.
Wow.
Wow.
They got cheesy.
They did get cheesy, and quite rightly so. That's, their cheese is very important to them. Like, cheese is very important to me too. And I'd be very, very upset if suddenly my favourite camembert was now, $20 or what for a little bit of it. No.
I would be badgering the market holders for that.
Oh, nice segue. Nice segue. Oh, give me a round of applause, people. Woo!
It wasn't that hard this time around, honestly.
This time of night.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, long-term listeners, and we thank all our long-term listeners,
We
will
do.
be familiar with our strange obsession with badgers and history.
Badgers!
In fact, we even have an episode called Disco Inferno and Badgering History, which I highly recommend you check out. It's a corker. Now, the link between that classic episode and this one is a bit on the tenuous side. I am not discussing the furry and often cantankerous animals that have had a strange link with historical discoveries. Nope, this one is about a person named Badger. Charlotte Badger, to be precise. Now, I do have to put a bit of disclaimer on this one. There's not a lot of information about Charlotte Badger, and her story has somewhat varied over the years. So this retelling is based on what is primarily believed and comes with a very, very healthy dose of, in quotes, allegedly. Okay. It is believed Charlotte was born close to Bromsgrove, England in 1778. The story I am telling really starts 18 years later when Charlotte stole a silk handkerchief and a few guineas. It wasn't long before Charlotte was arrested, tried, and in 1801 she was sentenced to 7 years transportation. She was placed on board the vessel the Earl of Cornwallis.
Cornwalls.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cornwalls like balls.
I don't know if it's Cornwallis
It
or
says Cornwallis.
Yeah, but it may be pronounced Cornwalls.
I think it's pronounced Cornwallis.
Okay.
She was placed on board the vessel the Earl of Cornwallis and spent the next 206 days journeying to the colony of New South Wales, Australia.
206 days.
Yeah. Fast forward 5 years, and we find Charlotte as an inmate. What's an inmate?
I don't know what an inmate is, but go ahead.
Okay. Fast forward 5 years, and we find Charlotte as an inmate at the Parramatta. Oh, God, my words and tone.
I know, it's hard.
Wording is hard tonight.
It is.
Yes.
All those S's I was trying to have issues with. God.
Yeah. I like using alliteration in my stuff as well, which I should not do. Okay.
Mm.
Fast forward 5 years, and we find Charlotte as an inmate at the Parramatta Female Factory and giving birth. The father of the child is not known. In April of 1806, Charlotte and her friend and fellow inmate Catherine Haggerty were tasked with being servants to a settler in Hobart. They promptly were shipped off and left to Port Jackson aboard the Venus, along with Charlotte's child and a number of male convicts. Reportedly, the captain of the ship, Samuel Chase, was not a nice man and was said to take pleasure in beating female prisoners.
Jerk.
Yeah. So, on the 17th of June, while the ship was docked at Port. I can say Port.
Port.
Dalrymple. Dalrymple, yes. So on the 17th of June, while the ship was docked at Port Dalrymple on the north coast of Tasmania, a number of convicts, with the help of the first mate of the ship, Benjamin Kelly, mutinied and took control of the Venus. The most popular tale of Charlotte's role in the rebellion was that she dressed in male clothing, armed herself with a pistol, and flogged the captain before leading a raid on another ship to get more supplies and weapons.
Go Charlotte.
Another tale has Charlotte and Catherine inciting the male convicts to rebel. Either way, it was this raid that gave Charlotte the honour of being considered Australia's first and only female pirate. Captain Chase's official report declared First Mate Kelly as the leader of the mutiny, but also noted that the women were, and I quote, enthusiastic participants,
Good.
end quote. He also stated Charlotte Badger was, quote, cohabitating, end quote, with another convict named John Lancashire, while Catherine Haggerty was with Benjamin Kelly. The new masters of the well-stocked and armed vessel decided Tasmania wasn't for them anymore and set sail across the Tasman Sea. Charlotte, her baby, Catherine, and the two men disembarked the ship with ample supplies when they reached Rangihawa Bay, New Zealand. They set up in huts on the shore and the Venus continued down the New Zealand coast. Sadly, Catherine died in 1807, and the two men apparently left soon afterwards. The story of Charlotte gets very sketchy at this point, but for her and her child to have survived, it is believed the local Maori assisted her. The next part of the story is largely speculative. It is believed the Maori's opinions towards Charlotte may have soured when word reached them of the behaviour of the rest of the Venus's crew. This crew kidnapped a number of Maori women as they travelled down the coast.
Suck bastards.
Charlotte's story picks up again in 1826 when the captain of a ship told the tale of an Englishwoman matching Charlotte's description and her daughter, who were in Tonga when he visited the island 10 years previously. According to his report, the women and the girl travelled to Tonga after escaping from the Maori. For many years, it was believed Charlotte eventually made her way to America. However, doubt was cast over this story in 2018 when historian Jennifer Ashton found records of a Charlotte Badger living in New South Wales from 1811 until the mid-1820s. Ashton does note that the 1806 census records do not contain any evidence of Charlotte, meaning it's still very likely she was on board the Venus when the mutiny occurred and did sail to New Zealand. While Charlotte Badger's ultimate fate may remain a source of mystery and speculation, it is still safe to say that her tale of piracy and her place as the first European woman to settle in New Zealand ensures she has a special place in What the History.
Hey, way to go, Charlotte. Way to go. I like this girl.
Absolutely amazing story, and it would be great if something like concrete turned up.
But that would be great.
Still.
That would be really awesome.
Who doesn't like a rollicking tale of a
female pirate
lady kicking ass and beating up the captain that beat up her?
Yeah, I'd be beating him up too. He's a freaking jerk. He does.
Sounds like it.
Absolute arsehole.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've always been fascinated with pirates and things. And Bonnie and Mary Read were my favourite pirates for obvious reasons because, as a little girl reading all this, I went, oh, my gosh, they're so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Look, females taking charge of their lives.
At a time when that was
no
considered a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but one died in childbirth and I don't know what happened to the other one. Because they were both tried and sentenced to death, but they both were pregnant at the time. And, one died in childbirth and the other one, they don't know what else happened to them. I can't remember which is which. I'm really sorry.
Let's face it, most pirates' stories don't have the nicest ends.
No, they don't.
That's a tale for another time, I believe.
Yeah, it may be. Yeah. Everyone knows that story.
They do. They do. Well, maybe we can find some more pirates.
Yay. William Kidd.
So I hope you've enjoyed these two bizarre bits of history.
Yeah. Cheese started a riot.
Yep.
With Goosey. I want to go and check out Goosey.
Actually, riots are kind of like another thing that we feature every now and then.
We got riots and badges and all sorts of things.
In fact, the one I mentioned before, Disco Demolition, was a riot.
It was a riot. And, oh, God, that was just like, oh, my God. It made us say, several times. Oh my God, what the?
So this is like the
What
sequel. It's a Riot Bedyer episode.
Oh, right. Oh, I like how you did that.
Mm.
That was very good. Yeah, so we're going to go check out Goosey.
We
also want to go to Sweden and check out the Yavla goat.
Oh, we'd love to see.
Oh,
keep an eye on the What the History Facebook page.
Yep.
We will be keeping an eye on the Yavla goat.
Yep. We also do Whamageddon as well.
Yeah, all sorts of things.
Whamageddon, the Yavla goat in Sweden, and they do a goat every year, and we do a countdown.
Check out our What the Christmas episode from a while back.
Oh, that means we have to do What the Christmas.
Oh, we didn't really do a What the Christmas last. I don't know. Anyway, our What the Christmas episode is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But if you want to find that or find out more about what we've talked about tonight, we've got references in the podcast description down below.
Yes, we do.
Or if you head to the Riffers Project Presents homepage, riffersproject.com, you'll find all our episodes with all the references. You can also head to patreon.com/riffersproject, where you will also find all the podcasts and all the references. But if you sign up there, you'll also get early access to our podcasts, the new ones that come out, both ours, the redeeming features. There's a pile of extra bonus content. You get to join in as we record these live.
Which are always fun.
Absolutely. If you think the edited ones are fun, you should
God.
unedited. Oh, boy.
God, the crap I come out with.
And recent changes means that the bottom tier will get you access to everything. So once you've signed up, and if you're supporting us, we love you so much that we want to give you all the things.
Absolutely. We love giving you all the things.
And for any Patreons watching this right now, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. We do love you.
We do indeed.
Thank you.
So.
All right. That's another What the History done. Yay. And like I said, we will be doing a more routine one. And hopefully this time next month. What date are we at? 21st. Okay. Yeah. We're going to be
over Christmas.
We're going to be in Tassie.
Not much episode for Christmas, let's face it. Anyway, even if we were doing this regularly, we normally take a break over that period.
But we've taken lots of breaks this year.
I know.
It used to be once a fortnight.
Shh.
Yeah, used to be once a fortnight.
Used to be. Anyway.
Yeah. But we are trying. We are really, really trying.
Yes. So we will return as soon as possible. Also keep an eye on our Facebook page.
For the Yavla Goat.
On Facebook for our updates as to when new things are coming out. And we'll be back as soon as we can with 2 more bizarre facts from history to make you say,
What the history. Night, everyone. Bye. Stay safe.
And by the magic of the internet, we're back to just the Patreons.
Hello.
My goodness, it's hard to word tonight.
I don't know how the hell I got through mine with all the S's. Why did I make it to a bloody report that had so many S's in it? I sound like an idiot.
I had lots of F's in mine. Yeah.
And badges.
Fast forward
what
5 years.
Fast forward 5 years for the Parramatta Female Factory.
Fast forward to the female factory.
Yeah, the other thing unfortunately, I don't think I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm cleaning up the table. That's great, isn't it? I really wanted to see the Cascades Female Factory in Hobart, but I think it's still going to be closed when we go down there because I've done Port Arthur. We're actually staying at Port Arthur, so that's good. Not
going to be quite
in Port Arthur. We're just staying a little bit out of Port Arthur.
We're staying in a place near the historical precinct.
Yeah, and I'm looking really forward to that.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah. So I think, I will pay homage to Tasmania, I think, in my next podcast and write about what I think is a very interesting Tasmanian.
And to
stay
be honest,
tuned.
I found a wonderful source of people involved with New Zealand as well. So I'm looking forward to doing a few more of those.
What's it called again?
Actually, I will. I don't think it's actually going anymore, but I found out about a podcast called Black Sheep that was done by Radio New Zealand, and yeah, there's honestly some of the stuff is just like it's not for our podcast. Some of it's really nasty and involves a lot of the colonial nastiness.
Oh, bastards!
Yeah,
those poor Maori.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm
fucking breaks your heart. Oh, fuck you, colonial bastards.
But other stuff like Charlotte Badger and a few of the other ones. Really.
Oh, we love New Zealand
outside.
here.
Yeah.
I've been twice and
I've been once.
I love it. I absolutely love New Zealand.
We tried to get back, but
COVID.
You know what happened.
Everything. Yes.
So on that note, thank you again, patrons, for supporting us here on the Ruthless Project Presents Patreon page.
That's all the P's. Oh, God.
And, we shall keep an eye out. Like, we've got more stuff coming your way. We've got some more. We do have a trailer ready to go to record another Hyper Shite.
Yep.
So that should be coming out very soon.
Yep. I think I might be in that one too. Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I believe that you were going to be involved in that one too.
Yeah. Because I can't help myself.
Hopefully over the next couple of days.
Just jump on in.
The good thing about those is that they are very quick to get out, which is great. Perfect. So...
My God, we have talked a lot.
Yep.
Bye. Okay. Bye, everyone. Oh, wrong hand. See? It's a wild and crazy world. All right.
Yes, indeed.